Hey, what's going on, Big Slow? It might just be me and you for tonight. So, I know this is not everyone's favorite Darkstalkers game, but it's definitely one of my favorites. Do you play this one? Oh, I messed that up. Yeah, I'm just saying, don't be surprised if, you know, not a whole lot of people join in on this lobby tonight. We'll see. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I meant to do Sand Super. Nice. I will take that trade. Oh, I'm surprised that actually hit. Oh man, all them fireballs. Get out of here. Ooh, I forgot that doesn't hit like on behind. Nice, guy with the chip out. Yeah, I definitely think Victor's got a little bit more sauce in this version. Nice. Oh, I missed that. It's like a minefield trying to get through all that. What was I playing? Victor, that's right. Sorry if the game was like echoing. My phone that I have the stream on, the volume all of a sudden turned up on it. Yeah, I don't think there's anything I could have done there. I forget what this state does. I don't think it... Oh, I missed my... Oh, I forgot all about what that did. Nice. I wonder why they like took out so much stuff when they started making Vampire Savior, like all the different moves and everything. Nice. Man, Victor is too slow. Oh, I missed that. Nice. Yeah, I think I might have to go back to Felicia. I can see you're getting back into the groove of it. Hey, what's going on, Retro Fighter? Yeah, that's like Felicia. I really don't forget how to play her either. Ooh, that was a lucky roll. Nice. Hey, what's going on, Guacha? Feels like I haven't seen you in the chat in like a week or so. It's been a little bit. I hope you've been doing all right, man. Nice. Good punish. I should have done the short roll instead. I did the long. Good air throw. I don't know what I was trying to go for there. She's on the topic of coolest female, like, fighting game character. I mean, y'all probably gonna think I'm gonna choose Felicia, but I think one of the, like, coolest, like, just, that's, like, badass is, oh god, what is her name? From, Killer Instinct. The reboot. Oh... It's not Hysen Ko. I can't remember her name because Hysen Ko's in this. Oh, I can't think of it. It's not Shunko, is it? She doesn't have like the same name as this Lele in this. But yeah, pretty much the girl that came straight out of the ring wielding one of those old school like lance spears. She's pretty cool. Yeah, the Asian ghost chick. She's pretty much like Haitian Ko, but like the ring girl, you know, or the girl from The Grudge, or is it the boy that's in The Grudge? It's a boy that's in The Grudge. Nice. Oh, it's so close. Oh, I was hoping I was going to chip you out. Just not enough. Hisako, that's it. I knew it was so close. I knew it wasn't Hisenko. I knew it was close, though. And that's funny, is that's a game series that would work very well as a crossover with Capcom, like Darkstalkers here. Like if you were to do like a Killer Instinct versus Capcom or whatever, it should be like a Darkstalkers versus series. Good pursuit. Okay, Chun-Li. I forgot that does all that shit. That's like Alpha 3 Chun-Li's bird kick. If you get somebody in the corner blocking high, it does crazy amount of chip. It does more damage than it does on hit. I gotta remember that. I gotta guard cancel that. Yeah, I shouldn't have went for that roll. Missing my little three-piece combo there. Yeah, didn't the guy who originally made like Street Fighter 1 left and went on to make, you know, Fatal Fury, I think the Art of Fighting games and stuff, then eventually came back to Capcom and made Street Fighter 4, if I'm not mistaken, or was like the creative lead on Street Fighter 4, and then left again. Whew. smart. Hey, Cyber Sub-Zero joins in tonight. Get back over here, I'm not done busting up this building. Alright, I need to focus. My focus needs more focus. Good stuff. Oh, I had a feeling that was you. Well, here, let me back this up here, see if you can get joined in again. You need me to send you another invite? Alright, just give us a moment. I'm gonna send Cyber Sub-Zero an invite. There you go, you can play a match. I wonder what's going on with the connection there. We usually don't have a bad connection with you when we're playing Vampire Savior. Oh, y'all have bad connections together? It is weird how it works like that. You almost like live pretty far away from each other or something. Maybe I'm like somewhere in the middle between the two of y'all. No, another thing too is I thought these games all had like rollback netcode, but this to me looks a lot like it's delay based. Oh, I could have sworn that at least this collection did. I know the Street Fighter 30th Anniversary collection does not have rollback on it. But like just like with I know with this collection, when you have a decent connection with somebody, you know, it's a pretty good connection. That's what I thought. I thought it has rollback on here. It just does feel like sometimes like the games are playing like delay-based netcode. I wonder how come you don't play Dimitri in this, Big Slow? I want to play some Dimitri. Maybe if I play him, I'll see why. Yeah, he's got the fireballs. Can he DP out of the... Does he have air kicks? Yeah, he's got all that. Yeah, he's got that too. It's like the rollback that Tekken 7 supposedly had. If anybody remembers that with Harada-san. I mean, you don't have to play Dimitri, no. I was curious, you know, you main Dimitri and VSAV, so I was curious if you play him in this too. Yeah, you play who you want to play, buddy. See, now that I think about, maybe you really like Pyron, and the reason why you played Demetrius because Pyron's not in VSAV. Oh, Retrofy, I think he's talking about the AI generated like synopsis. Whenever you type something in now, that's the top thing that pops up. I can't believe I survived on a pixel of health. I was dodging everything that was coming at me. Oh, I meant the DP there. Still struggling with that input. Yo, I didn't do that much damage. I don't know, I felt like that grab should have done a little bit more. Good game. Yeah, your strategy definitely works well with the Vampire Hunter, where it's like more... How do you say, like, you can really play like a zoning game in this one. Oh, that's right, she does have shell kick in this. Yeah, they did. I was talking to Pixel earlier about how they took out a lot of stuff that was in this. A lot of the characters move. Like, I don't have the kitty sand. I don't have the bounce. They changed moves around. Like, I like having the DP kick be reverse DP because it's easier to come out of block and guard cancel. But you don't have the kitty helper, which is one of the probably best things about her and VSAV. The Dark Force activation using the kitty helper. Shoot, does she does, I can't remember if she has the little ball thing too in this. Or if that was added in VSAV. Yeah, I don't think it's in this. They kind of dropped the ball on that collection, the Street Fighter 30th anniversary. All the games on that collection should have been playable online. I could forgive them for having delay-based netcode, because like I said, if you have a good connection with somebody, it's actually a really good, you know, connection. Oh, and the other thing that dropped the ball on, of course, is crossplay. But at the same time, I can understand why it's hard and why they didn't want to put the resources into it. Could you imagine being paired up with Switch players all the time? And not knowing that they're Switch players? I guess if you had the option settings and you can turn that off, like you can be like, oh, you can just search for PC and Xbox and PlayStation users. At least that's what they should do if they had the option of crossplay. They should be able, you should be able to filter out which consoles you search for. I mean, there's some people on the Xbox. I still play the Xbox. I've got a lot of my fighting games and stuff on there. Like, all of my Dragon Ball Fighter Z content and stuff is on the Xbox. I never really bothered to buy all of it again on PlayStation or Switch. I just bought the characters I play as the most, like the ones I main, that are DLC characters. And if I ever feel like having all the other characters in the game and stuff, I'll just boot up the Xbox version. I think crossplay would be great. I mean, that would definitely keep the player bases much larger and like ongoing and, you know, steady for a longer period of time. Because usually fighting games die out like as soon as they release, unless you're like having $1 million tournaments like your Street Fighter 6 is and Tekken 8 is. Oh, I love this level. And the song. I just like the colors and the music and stuff, you know, yeah. And you got all the animals and stuff. There's a lot going on in the backgrounds of these games. A lot of animation going on, you know. You're talking about having to make an account for like CAPCOM, which I think you have to do anyways for Street Fighter 6 if you download and played that. I get what you're saying, like an EA account, and because they have oh my god, I can't think of it. I was gonna say Titanfall, but it's not Titanfall, it's the Apex Legends. They do Titanfall 2, which, come on, hurry up and make a Titanfall 3 already. Hey, no problem, Big Slow, no problem. I don't know, I don't like Hysenko or Lele stage in this one because of the freaking sound effects. Like you hear or like voice lines, you know, little sound effects in the background of the song. And that'd be throwing me off sometimes, because I use, you know, the audio as cues for the moves. Like this song has like little meows in it, but it's not that bad because it's not the same meows that Felicia uses. Yeah, Lele's stage is straight like her heavy punch or the little grunts she makes and everything. That's what the background song is the whole time. That's one cool thing. One, I guess, cool thing on top of all the other cool things that's in Vampire Saviors. How when you play multiplayer against, you know, human opponents, the stage colors and the other, you know, the variations of the stages and everything are all different compared to when you're playing just the arcade mode. And I never knew that until actually playing against human opponents. I was like, oh man, that's cool, you know? And just thinking of all the work they went into that, because that was not an easy thing to do back in the day. It's not like something you could just auto fill in, you know, all the colors. They literally had to go in and pretty much like recolor every stage again, all the pixels. Like same thing with characters and stuff. So like when people, you know, kind of complain about they didn't really get costumes back in the day, all they got was different colors. Shoot, it took the guys that made the characters a long time just to do the different colors, you know? Because they had to do it for every frame of animation. They couldn't just copy paste, not mostly copy paste, but have like the computer autofill in everything for them and do all the work for them. They had to do it all. And that's like with the backgrounds having all the animation and everything in it, and the frames of animation. It's, you know. I guess the other crazy thing is that it probably was only like 10 to 20 people that made the game, you know? And I will say that Vampire Savior 3 definitely has like a overall theme to it. Like all the stages and the vibe of everything matches. It's kind of like, I don't want to say apocalypse, but it's like you can tell like they really took the story into like how they made the stages and everything. I was gonna say apocalyptic, but it's not quite apocalyptic, but like universes all starting to like collide. They're like almost like dying universes is what it feels like. And this game has like some stages where like that last one with Sasquatch where it's like a very kind of like happy-go-lucky kind of stage, you know? Very cutesy. You got some Sasquatches in the back ice fishing, you know? You got the one guy hanging from the freaking bones of the dinosaur's mouth or whatever that thing is. And the music too, you know, the music is very, you know, poppy and upbeat. But then when you look at the story and everything, it didn't quite match, like, you know, the overall theme it was going for. Sure, anything can chip you out, yep. Pomeranian definitely has one of the best guard cancels in this game, for sure, with that wheel. Alright, let's hope the connection's better this time. Fingers crossed. Yeah, it's probably gonna be a little rough. Hey, it's okay, but we understand. Yeah, it's pretty unplayable in that state. I was holding that freaking down input like if this flash kick actually has to charge. I forgot you don't have to actually charge this flash kick. trying to remember how to do his install super. I thought it was down, quarter circle forward, kicks. Good game, yeah. Yeah, Bishamon, I believe, is considered to be top tier in this one. Good jump over. No, I gotta say this. I wonder why Capcom thought it was a smart idea to have the character select theme being like... I can't think of what, you know, the musical time... what do you call it right now? I can't think of it. Words like on the tip of my tongue and I can't think of it. Be now like some songs on 4/4, 3/4 or whatever. It's like a very weird... syncopated beat. Yeah, I think you forgot about that. We'll have to figure some workaround about that. I'm gonna play some Sasquatch. I don't normally play Sasquatch. trying to channel my inner Sasquatch main and just unga bunga go for double overheads and triple overheads or whatever it is. Good game. Sasquatch is one of those characters like Taliban I've been meaning to really sit down with and get better with. I don't know, to me what it feels like the same creative director was the lead for the first two Darkstalker games, and then either he took a step back or something and let somebody come in for the third one. And plus, just like with Alpha 3 and Third Strike, there was like a year to 2 years in between the games, so like they had a lot more time to work on things. I know with like the first Alpha, they released that just so they could, what was it? They had a whole backstock of CPS 1 boards, and they wanted a game that they can use CPS 1 boards and CPS 2 boards, like the machines, and that was Alpha. So like when you go to do emulation of it, there's 2 or 3 different like ROM emulations of the first Street Fighter Alpha, because it's on the CPS 1 board and it's on the CPS 2 board. And you can tell they like released it in like 8 months or something like that. There's like, what, like 6-7 stages in its tops, and they're like very ugly, very like green looking color scheme. Like, I'm not trying to crap on the game, I actually really liked the first Street Fighter Alpha gameplay wise, but it definitely lacked a whole lot. And you can tell in Street Fighter Alpha 2, they put a whole lot more effort and more into it. And then by Alpha 3, they had like a whole year and a half, almost 2 years to pump that game out. And you can tell like there's a huge difference in tone and everything else. The character select screen's different, the music's all different. That's another thing too, is you can tell like Alpha 2 still has like the early Capcom music sound to it, and like this right here, like right there, sounds like Mega Man X type stuff. Like it has that similar theme. So like Marvel vs. Capcom games, all those games up until like Marvel vs. Capcom 2 probably had like the same composer and same creative lead, and at some point at Capcom some got shifted around and there was like a new creative lead or a new manager, whatever you want to call it, that was overseeing all these games, because you can tell like the music changed, a lot of stuff, the actual gameplay, all of that stuff just kind of changed drastically from the last version of it. I haven't put too much time into the two sequels. I know that all the different changes to the Dark Force, like everybody has like the same Dark Force, and then they made changes to how the dash cancel combos work, so you can't do the Sako combos anymore with like BB Hood. Alright, so somebody's got to back out here. Alright, thank you for taking that out, Big Slow. Yeah, I saw that. You were about to start the matchup. I don't know, at some point you can tell either the guy that did all the music for all their fighting games and Mega Man and stuff, either like he left or he like specifically worked on only one set of games. Because like the music in all the games definitely took like a drastic change. It's like I forgot what I was supposed to do there after the sword hit. I forgot his dash is pretty quick. I should be dashing more than jumping. That's right, he's got a charge move. Nah, definitely X6. X6 is horrible to play. I can't believe I actually beat that one too. With the stupid donut thing you have to fight 3 times and what's his name's level, the flame level. The stupid library level. Oh my, this is a lot of not good stuff about that game. But I would definitely say X4 is the best, like, just gameplay, run-through wise. It's playing as Zero and playing as Mega Man. That one is so good. But definitely X1 and X2 are my favorite, like, out of the X franchise, for sure. It'd definitely be X1, X2, and then, like, X4. I think you're trolling with that one, Morgan. I don't know, I've ever played X7 that much. I literally started it because of how much people said it sucked, and I started to play it, and I was like, you know what, this does really suck. Okay. I don't know, man. I'd probably have to just go back and give it another fair shake. Like you said, though, I played the US version, so that could be why I wasn't really digging it. I've never played X8 or Command Mission, so. Hey, what's going on, CMP? Yep, another Monster Monday madness. We're changing it up and we're playing some Vampire Hunter Darkstalkers Revenge tonight. I like all the original or the mainline Mega Man games. 11, the one they released here recently, was pretty good. I'm surprised they just released 11 and then stopped again. Like, they have no Mega Man stuff. It's like Nintendo's Metroid. They like releases something every here and there and then nothing. Sometimes they'll release something back to back and then nothing again. Oh, you want trophy hunting? Nah, I don't really bother trophy hunting in these games anymore. Like with my Metroidvanias and like Mega Man X, I'll try to 100% them, you know, like get everything in them, or as much as I can. I know X6 you really can't with the whole system it has. It's such a weird game. I believe it's X6 that has that system. I don't think X5 has that weird system where we... Yeah, X6 is the one we collect the nightmares and you can get like passive abilities and buffs and whatnot. And like depending on how you beat the levels and stuff like that, you get graded and... I don't know. If you want to play CMP, we are playing the Capcom Fighting Collection on PS4 and PS5. It is a open lobby, so if you do own the game, if you search in the custom, like if you go in the online tab and you search for custom lobbies, you should be able to find it. We're probably like the only custom lobby on there right now. Unfortunately, it is not crossplay. It's almost all these collections here are not crossplay, which is a real shame. It's like the biggest vocal thing everybody keeps saying about them, and yet they don't go back in and patch it or anything. And it can't be that hard to do, you know? It really can't. Well, I guess it could be hard if each version of the game is like a bit different coding-wise. It's like not the same exact version of the game. Then yeah, that could probably be an issue. Because like I could imagine Apex Legends and Fortnite and all that stuff. It's like the same exact version of the game on every console, and that's how they can do crossplay. So like if the game doesn't already exist like that, like it's the same exact version, nothing different at all between the consoles and stuff, then they're probably not going to ever be able to put in crossplay. Yeah, I'm sorry, CMP. Hopefully, next time around when they release these collections and crap all over again, they actually do put in crossplay and, like, think about that. You know, probably like 5-10 years down the line, they'll probably do a whole nother collection of this. What they really need to do is just stop being greedy assholes and put all their freaking arcade ROMs, all of them, into like one giant collection, like literally like Capcom Fightcade, you know? Have them all be playable online. Have them all where you can do custom lobby systems. You can pick and choose which games you all are playing in that custom lobby. I don't care if they charge $100 or something for that. I would buy that if it had like every single Capcom, you know, arcade ROM in there. And it was crossplay. Literally, like I said, literally like a Capcom version of Fightcade. But crossplay. I mean, I would play it on the Switch, but of course, you know, the Switch has terrible online connections with its just Nintendo Online in general, and everybody usually playing Wi-Fi. PC, I'm eventually get it, and if I do a PC, I probably just run on Fightcade. I wouldn't bother purchasing the collection unless I had like enough friends, enough people that actually want to play like lobbies like we're doing right now. Because I don't think you can do a whole lobby system on Fightcade. You can only like match up with one other person at a time. But I do know, if I'm not mistaken, like multiple people can watch your fight, but can't like be in a lobby system like this. Oh, no problem, buddy. Yeah, I know that's the hot game right now. And it's funny, as much as a Marvel guy I am, it just doesn't really pique my interest that much. No, hopefully the developers behind Marvel Rivals are smart and they see, you know, that they're kind of light monetization and having all the characters be playable and all that stuff. They should like keep that trend going and keep like the positivity around all that going, the monetization and all. Because being able to have 32 or 33 characters playable at launch, all free of charge, you know, and the game itself is free to play, cross-play, that's pretty huge. Almost every other game developer would charge for over half of those characters at least. Like, you probably get like the base 6 to 12 of them, and the rest you would have to pay for. So I do think they should keep that trend going and make like the actual playable characters all free. They really need to get away from making like DLC characters and stuff be paid for. Cause I for one am sick of it in my fighting games. Like I don't really buy any DLC anymore for any of the games. The last one I really went nuts for was Dragon Ball FighterZ, and then like after buying all them packs and all them characters, I only play with like maybe 3 or 4 DLC characters. That's Master Roshi, Super Broly, Base Goku. I played a little Kefla when she came out. I'm trying to think of who else did I play as that's in the DLC. Oh, and Z Broly. So yeah, I only play like 4 or 5 DLC characters out of all the DLC that I released for it, and it was so much money, you know, because I got them when they all came out, and I bought the game when it originally launched, so I probably paid like good $120 to $150 altogether on that game. You know, Killer Instinct did something cool that where like every week it would rotate and be a different character that was free to play. I don't know if it still does that now, but that's the way it used to be. But no, I think because of the fact that they can monetize costumes and colors and everything else, the actual like characters and everything else, like what you're going to be playing at, like with the majority of the game, that should be free. Yeah, there's definitely some fighting games, if I'm not mistaken. Is it Uni or Melty Blood that does that? Street Fighter V, to an extent, did it. I don't know if it can still do it, but like you can earn points from playing the game, and whatever you can spend those points on characters, you can actually use them to buy characters. At least I know around launch time in the first couple DLC packs it was like that, but at the same time it was like a ridiculous amount of grinding to have to get enough points to get one character. Yo. Take that. Oh, I'm trying to get my DP. I was missing my input. Oh, I missed my follow-up. Why am I missing my quarter circle forwards? There we go. Oh, and I missed my follow-up. I'll get you next time. Oh, I know these companies have been releasing half-baked products. It's crazy too because they have like double to triple the amount of like development time and huge studios full of freaking, you know, programmers and whatnot. And they still can't make a game, you know, a complete game on a 20-plus-year-old engine. I mean, I'm talking about a lot of the games that either use engines that, you know, they've been using, like Call of Duty uses, I believe, an updated version of the ID or the id engine. Then you have pretty much all those developers using Unreal Engine. And then a lot of the indie developers use Unity. And all these engines, too, have made it much simpler to program games. Like, very, very intuitive. I'm not saying, like, I like DLC characters. I like when they add stuff in and, you know, all that. I just don't like that the majority of it is, you know, paid. It's a, you know, paywall behind it. If they're going to add in characters, you know, just add in the darn characters and make people pay for the costumes and whatnot. Like, I have no problem at all with that. I'm not going to be buying the costumes unless, like, a costume is really, really cool and I gotta have it. But at least in that way, it's not like... It doesn't feel like I bought a $60 game and I don't have the complete game, you know? Like, I'm still missing, you know, half the game because it's behind DLC. When DLC and stuff should be like an expansion pack, it should be an expansion on the game, not like the other half of the game that you should have got at launch. Yeah, that first Modern Warfare remake was awesome, and Modern Warfare is awesome, and the original Modern Warfare 2 is awesome, and Black Ops and all those games are really good. They just keep releasing it so much. They just need to literally take like 3 or 4 years off and release the same game again, and people would be like hyped over the moon, like even more so than they are, you know, usually. It would actually benefit them, and they would probably get more sales from not releasing every single year. Nah, I think the issue with Warzone is the rampant cheating. Unfortunately, it's one of those things where it's like you cannot take ranked, or you can't really take it seriously because of how much cheating there is going on. Like, you don't know if someone you're going up against is cheating or not, so that's an issue with a lot of shooters in general, and games that are cross-play and on PC, the easy access to mod and cheat. Like, you don't really see it in fighting games, obviously, because the only thing you can really do to cheat is macros, especially on console. The only thing you really do is do like macros, a controller that is specially designed to do macros, and like a task bot. But as soon as you've got the game on PC, like Street Fighter 6's crossplay, you have rampant cheating going on. You actually have people that can buy like software, whatever it is, that runs scripts and everything. So like when somebody does a drive impact, your character will automatically drive impact on the first frame, and all sorts of crazy stuff like that. And I actually ran into one person like that. It's on one of my early episodes of my Road to Master for Lily. I went up against somebody who had like 95 plus wins, and like as soon as you play them, you can tell. Like, I had a jab out, and his character, like all on the whole opposite side of the screen, will always do the same thing. Or if I did the drive impact from the whole opposite side of the screen, his character would always drive impact on the very same frame, you know. And having 90 something wins, win streak and ranked in like the platinum diamond range is absurd. Like, it's absolutely not happening to any player. Even if they're like a freaking pro player, they're still not going to win 90 freaking 5 matches in a row in Street Fighter 6, the gambling slot machine game. Oh, I missed. No! Nice, I shouldn't have jumped there. Who can do it on the PS2? You? The CPU on max difficulty. Gotcha. Oh no, as I'm saying is that, like, you're not going to run into it as much as you are when you have the game be cross-play or on PC, because of how much easier it is to cheat and get mods and software, cheating, modding software, whatever it is, for PC. Yeah, I saw something like that where it's either it's a controller or it's something like they attach to the controller or they plug into before plugging into the console. And it's like a little macro box or something like that. I've seen it. I've seen it for they also have it for like Call of Duty and stuff where it's like aimbot and stuff like that. Well, I don't want to say aimbot, but like literally stabilizes like the automatic recoil and the way your reticle bounces and stuff. Like it will help stabilize that even more so it doesn't bounce around at all. It's crazy stuff like that. Trying to think of what that like little dive punch he does reminds me of. I'm like, oh, it kind of reminds me of QB's move and V-Sab. tried to roll out of the way, but not fast enough. I just probably couldn't get out of that at all. Shoot CMP, it depends on what game you're playing. Like if you're playing Street Fighter Super Turbo, the original English ROM version of it, the arcade ROM, it's practically unbeatable. Unless you know exactly how to cheese the AI in it. Like KOF 94 and 95, the AI in those two games are pretty ridiculous. The first Vampire Darkstalkers game, the AI in that is almost next to impossible to beat. I can't get past the first, or like the second stage or two. That's on the easiest difficulty. It's just busted like Super Turbo is. Yeah, the first Darkstalkers. I have the big blue Street Fighter 2 arcade 1-up cab. I play it all the time. Well, I tried to play it on there. I could not get past the first couple of stages. I mean, pretty much every other arcade mode I can beat, besides like the ones that have the really busted AI where you have to really cheese it. Like, if I'm not mistaken, was it Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3, or is it the first Mortal Kombat 3 that has really busted AI? Especially like when you play it on the hardest difficulty. I think you were telling me, Retro Fighter, earlier, all you gotta do is jump back and heavy kick to cheese the AI. But that's what I'm saying is, like, unless you actually do some sort of, like, technique or something to cheese the AI, it's pretty freaking hard to beat. But then at that point, it's like, what's the fun in playing it if all you're doing is jump back, wait for him to heavy kick and punish. Okay, that's MKT. I can remember which Mortal Kombat it is. I know one of them's like pretty tough. Like I said, the ones I know off the top of my head where the CPU is practically like unbeatable, or at least the arcade mode is almost unbeatable unless you cheese it, is Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo, the English ROM version, the first Vampire, and KOF 94, and I believe 95 is like that too. I don't know if, I can't remember for sure if 95, like, they fixed that or not, but 94 is pretty busted. Nice air throw. I'm playing super sloppy. I need to get something to drink. Alright, I'm back. So anytime I run into T-Hawk in Super Turbo, I just turn it off. Like, I cannot beat T-Hawk. Pretty much after, like, the first stage or two, I just let the CPU win and I'll start over the arcade mode. Like, it's not even worth trying to even go up against that, because after the first round or so, it's, like, impossible to beat. I won't say impossible, but it's like lucky. You gotta be lucky to pretty much beat it. Oh yeah, Fei Long, yeah, he always wins because he builds bars so quick and the computer always uses the super, so it's like... Oh, you know, let me hit this. There we go. Yeah, I don't think a lot of people know, but Fei Long's super in that game, he's like invulnerable for like the whole super, or like the majority of it. That's pretty ridiculous. But at the same time, it's easy to whiff it, so like unless you know you're like a Fei Long main, you're probably gonna whiff it and get clipped afterwards. You know, this is a hot take, but Ultra Street Fighter 2 and Street Fighter 2 Turbo AC Remix, like, they patched those issues out, I guess you would say. And for me, they're actually my two favorite versions of the game. So, And I also like the fact that if you really do still want to, you can still go revert back to the old sprites and everything, but just with the updated gameplay. I mean, I will say the arcade mode in both the Turbo Remix and Ultra Street Fighter 2 is like much more in line with, like, say, Alpha Third Strike or something, you know? Definitely more manageable, not busted like it is in the old arcade ROMs. And still very much the essence of what Super Turbo is, you know? I really don't think it changed enough to make the game feel like it was different at all. It just felt like an update to, you know, Super Turbo. You know, it's kind of funny that how I think hyper fighting, like not Champion Edition, not Super Turbo like hyper fighting, but the first hyper fighting or Dash or whatever it was called, is probably the most popular version of Street Fighter 2 to play, like casually and competitively, even more popular than Super Turbo is. I wish Ultra 2 was like the standard way of playing Super Turbo. Ooh. Oh, what happened there? I just wish they would port it over to like PlayStation and Xbox and make it crossplay, of course, you know. Because if I'm not mistaken, doesn't Ultra Street Fighter 2 also have the option, like, Anniversary Collection, where we can play, like, all the different versions of the characters? I'm trying to remember if it has that option, that feature, because I'm trying to remember if HD Remix had that too. I couldn't remember if... I don't think HD Remix did have that. I don't know, it's been so long since I played that. Yeah, I know you can do it in the Anniversary Edition, which is on this collection here. But then I'm talking about the Turbo HD Remix and Ultra Street Fighter 2 that they released on Nintendo Switch. Oh, I mashed. I mashed hard there. Okay, so yeah, you can, and Ultra you can do that. Okay. I gotta stop trying to read the chat while I'm playing. Yeah, I know you like that wall bounce. Oh, nope. Punish, yep. I should not have gone for the roll there. I knew better. I mean, that's the really cool thing about Anniversary Edition, is be able to get to pick the different versions. But, like, at the same time, some of the versions are very busted, like, what was it, Guile... Hyper Guile, where it's like 2 sonic booms and it's a stun. I don't know, I just wish they would, yeah, do Ultra Street Fighter 2 and put it on, like, PlayStation, PC, and Xbox. Because right now, I don't think there's any way to play, like, Turbo HD Remix, unless you have an old 360 or whatever with it on there. What is my air grab? Do I not have one in this? I feel like I should. Oh, Xenoblade? Man, Xenoblade's great. Are you talking about the Switch too, or just the Switch in general? Because if you don't have a Switch yet, I definitely recommend getting it. Like, the online might not be the greatest for, like, you know, just online play in general. Especially for fighting games and such. Because everybody's, you know, playing on Wi-Fi, and just Nintendo Online doesn't have really great connections in general. But as far as the single player games and just the amount of games and content that's on the Switch, it's probably gotta be one of my favorite systems ever. And that's some pretty high praise, because I mean, I love the Dreamcast, I love the Saturn, and the original Xbox and Super Nintendo, some of my favorite consoles of all time. But pretty much all of that crap is on the Nintendo Switch. It's like it's all on there and then some. And the fact that it's like portable and you can dock it and play it like a console, and there's like really no, to me, like difference in whether I'm playing on the TV or handheld mode. It's still very like seamless. You don't really lose a lot of fidelity or quality or anything like that. The Joy-Cons, for the most part, are decent controllers. I mean, the ones I've had for my Switch have held up all this time, and I play a lot of fighting games and a ton of just games, period. Metroid, Metroid Dread, just recently played through again. Oh, sigh. Oh, this is going to be a really slow match. We're going at normal speed. So pretty much what the Switch 2 is going to be is just the Switch 1, but better specs. A little bit better hardware. Which is, they really do need to upgrade it. It needs to be at least like on par to an Xbox One or something, you know? At least. Because it does, like, some games do suffer. Like, Mortal Kombat 1 looks terrible on the Switch, and 11 looks pretty bad. I don't know, but there's some games that got ported to it that look fantastic and still play really good. I mean, at least like the single player side of it, and that's like Dragon Ball FighterZ and DNF Duel. Like, Arc System does a really good job with their ports there. I mean, it kind of sucks that they're still behind. I mean, I don't see why they can't have a little freaking PS5 in your hand. I mean, PlayStation 5 is... I mean, Sony's pretty much trying to do that with their PlayStation 5 here. They're trying to make it a handheld console with the new PSP or whatever it's going to be. I don't know, I skipped the PS3 and PS4. The first PlayStation console I got after PS2 was the PS5 I'm playing on now, and I gotta say, I'm sorry I missed out and I got Xbox this whole time, because I mean the PS5 is pretty awesome. It's been great for me, so I wouldn't be streaming and doing this everything right here if I didn't own the PS5. With how easy and accessible it is and everything, I probably would have never got all the stuff to start streaming, you know, the lights, the mic, and everything. Just having that option there and everything's really, really cool. Dude, the Xbox 360 was great. Oh, you're saying you wouldn't touch it after 360. The Xbox One's great. I mean, when it first released, dude, Titanfall was amazing playing that. I mean, that was like, for me, the system seller. I know everybody else was playing, I think, what was it, Call of Duty Ghost? When it launched, and there's a couple other games, but yeah, for me it was Titanfall. I don't know, but I definitely missed out on, you know, a lot of PlayStation exclusives and everything by not getting the PS3 or PS4. But now they're like all in my backlog because they're all on PS Plus, or you know, a good chunk of them are. Like, I've started playing Bloodborne. Love the Dark Souls games. Played 1, 2, and 3 multiple times now. And Sekiro Shadows Die twice, but I've never played Demon Souls, and I've never played... Well, I played Bloodborne here like a couple months ago, like the first couple of areas I got through, but I dropped it because, of course, you know, Marvel vs. Capcom 2 came out, and a whole bunch of other stuff around that time did, so... Oh, actually, no. I don't think really anything else came out. I was just playing Marvel vs. Capcom 2 and fighting games, pretty much. Dude, Titanfall is amazing. Titanfall 2 is amazing. So, I mean, I think Titanfall 2 is obviously the better game overall, but there's some things I did like about the first Titanfall. like being able to pretty much customize your mech almost however you wanted. Like I had some really busted Titan setups where you use like the Ronin, the light bite that goes really fast, and like have it to where you can dash like 4 times and give him the grenade launcher. So all I'm doing is just going, I'm not even using the sword or nothing with them or using the melee part. I'm just going in, dashing in, launching a bunch of grenades that do like extra damage because like they're mines or something. I can't remember how I had it set up, but it would just like wreck people. In Titanfall 2, they kind of made the mechs more like class setups, like where you have your heavy with a Gatling gun, your one with like a missile launcher where you have to shoot something at it to lock on so you can shoot a bunch of rocket salvos at it. For me, explaining, just talking about the Titans themselves is kind of a disservice to the game, because it's like Call of Duty, but with like extreme parkour and double jumping jetpack stuff, like way more than Black Ops, what was it, 3 and 4 had, and Advanced Warfare. Like that was like kind of clunky jetpack movement. Freaking Titanfall is like you can literally zip the entire map in circles, just jumping off of walls and sliding and then jumping back up on the walls and then grapple and then like swing yourself and get momentum from swinging. You can like zip around the entire huge giant maps in that in like less than a minute. It's ridiculous. And then having the Titans too, it is one of the best multiplayer shooters I have ever played, and very, very like underrated, and came out at a time where it got sandwiched between like, what was it, Call of Duty Black Ops 2 or 3 and Battlefield 1? I'm trying to remember what games it got, but it was pretty much like sandwiched between those two at the time of release, and it got like the least marketing and advertising and reviews and stuff like that, but yet like everybody still claims to be like that's the best shooter out there for sure. And it's pretty much the reason why we have Apex Legends, is because they were like creating a battle royale and they were gonna have Titans in it, but they couldn't figure out a way to make the Titans work, so they were literally just like doing a beta of Titan, what was supposed to be like a Titanfall battle royale, and they're eventually going to put mechs in it, but they just never did because of how much it took off. Like it really blew up quick for them, so they just continued on with what they had. Now, I love COD for its combat, and I love Halo for its combat. You know, it's definitely different styles of the same thing. Man, I love Halo's craziness. There's just off-the-wall crap that can happen, like sticking a freaking warthog with a, you know, sticky grenade from all the way across the map, like just blind throwing it and freaking having it flip all the way to your base, and then they blow up in front of you or some crazy crap, and then, you know, somebody goes flying off in a Banshee and somebody, like, you know, tries to steal it and they're battling for it in the air, and there's this weird grapple thing where the first person kicks them out, but the Banshee's falling, the person can get back. You know, it's got all this crazy stuff that can happen to it. It's got the most, like, wow, what the heck just happened there moments that a lot of shooters just can't replicate. I don't know, Halo's just one of those games where I have like legit memories, and just like Halo 2 of playing a game of Team Rockets on frick, I can't remember what the stage was, but you can get in the Warthog, and I remember like me and him were just tearing them up. They just couldn't hit me with the rockets. I literally like power slide like on this hill. I power slide across the hill and had like 4 freaking locked on rockets miss me, and like and he's just gunning and gunning and gunning, you know. Ooh, that was close. Oh my god, we had in our computer class, we had Halo, the demo that you can download. It just had Blood Gulch on it, and the first, not the first level, but it had, the cartographer, that level on it. But yeah, we would all play Blood Gulch, like, I forget how many people you could have on the PC version. Wasn't it more than 16, or was 16 the max? But I remember all of us would be playing in computer class. Yeah, I played Gears of War on the 360. That was a system seller again, for sure. Because I think before that, there was like, yeah, there really wasn't a whole lot of stuff. I think it was like Mass Effect. That was around launch time. That was another system seller, though. Gears of War, the first one, when it came out, it was awesome. That blew me away. And of course, after that, that's when Halo 3 came out, and then Call of Duty 4 the same year. And then also freaking Battlefield Bad Company 2. Jeez, was that a crazy year for shooters. Like, literally some of the best shooters of all time all came in that same year. And then, like, I think the next year or so, it was, like, Gears of War 2. Another banger. And then Modern Warfare 2. We had World at War with the introduction of zombies, and then Black Ops. That really was, like, a little golden age for that style of shooter games. The arcade kind of should be more casual, not your sweaty type of shooters. The ones where they're not like team-based, like say Rainbow Sixes or something, where it's like very competitive. Shoot, my nephew, he's one of the top, at least he was one of the top ranked players in Gears of War 5. And he was going to play on a team until that kind of fizzled out. There's not really much of a competitive scene going on at all with that anymore. At least not until the next Gears of War comes out. I'm sure when that does come out and everything, I'll probably be streaming some of that, because I do enjoy those. I'm actually pretty decent in Gears of War. I'm actually decent in a lot of shooters, so. But Gears of War is one of those ones where, yeah, I play a lot with him in it, so I've gotten really good. Oh yeah, the story in that, I didn't even get past, like, once they started driving around in that weird, like, sled machine thing, I don't even remember what it was. Yeah, I stopped playing. I only really played the multiplayer of that. I don't even play the Horde mode or anything. It just, I don't know. I played it so much in Gears 2 and, like, Gears 3 that I'm kind of tired of Horde mode. If I want to play a Horde style mode, I'm gonna play, like, zombies and, like, probably like the more older school zombies, like from Black Ops 4 and back. Like, we have Cold War on both the PlayStation and Xbox. We love playing the multiplayer on that, but the zombies on it, no good. No bueno. Shoot, though, I think the only Battle Royale game I've really put any time into was Fortnite when it first, like, released. Before it had all the crazy crossover stuff. Like, I don't know what maps and areas there are, but I remember distinctly the first, like, launch Fortnite area. There's like a big tree with like a underground base in the very middle of the map, and that would be like the spot I always like to go to. I know it's been a while. I think it was like in the middle of the map or near the middle of the map. It's been so long, but yeah, there wasn't all the crazy crossover weapons and characters and all that stuff in it before the Travis Scott little concert thing they did. I got pretty decent at it. And I tried out, what was it, Black Ops 4's Blackout mode. I liked it, but like immediately everybody stopped playing it, and like Warzone I think came out like a year later or less than a year later, so like everybody moved on to Warzone. I don't know if you've never played the Blackout mode. It's pretty cool. I'm pretty sure Warzone probably has like areas from zombies and stuff in it, but it would have like some of the areas from zombies as like areas you go to, and that, or that you can drop in and stuff too. I don't know, like I said, I played all those kind of games a decent amount. Like, I played Overwatch and stuff. And of course, like I said, I played Fortnite. I did a little bit of, wasn't Warzone, it was Blackout, but I don't know, it's just not really my cup of tea. At least, like, the basic mode is. I don't like dropping in, and I don't know, it doesn't feel like I don't know, the more arcade style, fast-paced engagements. I didn't like running around for like 5 minutes, and then when I do find somebody, he kills me, and that's, you know, go back to the menu, queue up for another match. I mean, maybe I'll go back and play. It's just, I kind of got my fill of Battle Royale, and it just wasn't really my thing. I don't know, I kind of prefer the game types where, like, you get killed and you just hit X, or you wait 5 seconds and bam, you spawn, you're right back into the game or something, you know? I never really cared for, like, search and destroy and all that, where, like, if you're out in, like, the first minute or whatever, you gotta just literally sit there and wait. Maybe I would appreciate it more if I like I was doing it competitively and I actually communicated with like the teammates and everything. But I usually, whenever I play Call of Duty, you know, it's just me and my girlfriend playing multiplayer matches. Like, we're not, you know, playing with the whole squad and trying to, you know, actually win matches and stuff. I mean, obviously the goal is to win and stuff, but, you know, in Call of Duty, you're constantly, you know, getting crap. You're constantly unlocking stuff and leveling up your guns and whatnot. So it's like, no matter win or lose, you're always winning. Yeah, I only usually played solos. Anytime I played squad, it would suck because, you know, you're squadding up with random people, and it just never usually works that way. So yeah, anytime I would play, I'd only play solos. Shoot, a team is just hard to do anything if you're not you're not communicating or familiar with each other already and how each other play. Nice donut to get out of there. You're bringing me some Mega Man X6 PTSD with the flaming donuts. Oh, I thought that was, yep. Gotcha. Alright, Cyber Sub-Zero. You have a good one. Yeah, most definitely good games tonight. Yo. Kept holding back for too long, getting a charge move out of there when I was trying to go for the sword toss. I was trying to be cheeky and get through the chip out. Good game, Big Slow. We got a couple more matches for the night, and got to call it. Just a reminder, guys, later this week, Thursday night, we'll be playing some more Marvel. Be Marvel Superheroes. Same time, 8 p.m. to 11 p.m. Eastern Time. Then Saturday, we'll be playing some Street Fighter Third Strike. Again, same time, 8 p.m. to 11 p.m. Next week, Monday, we had to kind of... But no, Cyberbots is still on for next week. Yeah, Cyberbots next Monday. And then Thursday, some more Marvel again. We'll be playing X-Men vs. Street Fighter. And then Saturday, be of course another Saturday night Street Fights with Ultra Street Fighter 4. Yeah. Definitely don't miss out on that. Now, I do apologize ahead of time for anybody who wants to join in during like the Third Strike and Alpha 3 lobbies. Unfortunately, the Street Fighter 30th Anniversary Collection only has 4-player max for the lobbies. I really wish they could like patch that or fix that or release another collection or something. I really don't care. I'd buy a whole nother collection if they just like made the ranked and the lobby systems even better. And also had all the games playable online, for sure. And if it could go the extra mile and even have different versions of the games on there that are like console exclusive, like Alpha 2 Gold, Alpha 3 Upper, and Alpha 3 Max. That would be really cool. And I would pay them a whole nother $50 again if they did that. Probably buy it on the Switch and the PlayStation. So that'd be like $100. Might even buy it digitally and physically, so that's like $100 to $200. So, I mean, Capcom, you just keep freaking taking my money over and over and over again all these years. Man, the thing that always gets me with Street Fighter 5 is the vibe, the tone of the game. Like, I don't know, like, when I'm getting, like, advertisement for costumes and, like, tournaments and crap that are coming up and all this, like, right before my match is going to start with the opponent, that really, like, takes me out of the game. Like, what's the word? The immersion. It takes me out of the immersion of it, you know? And like this, not just that, but like the menus and stuff, like how you just queue up for ranked and stuff. It just doesn't feel right. Like, I really like Street Fighter 6's Battle Hub and stuff for that, or just any game where you can like play arcade mode while queued up for ranked is definitely a plus in my book. I'm pretty sure you could do that in Street Fighter 5. At least I think you could. Then again, when it launched, it didn't even have an arcade mode. It barely had anything. All it had was online play, pretty much. And that's like when I really played it, and it did not impress me, so I didn't really play it again until I got the PS5. Like, it's crazy that Street Fighter 5 would have been like a system seller for me had it been a good game at release. Because I played it at a friend's house. I bought a copy, and a friend had a PS4 at the time. I bought it just because I, really want to play Street Fighter 5 that bad, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna eventually get a PS4. I'll just go and pick up the copy of it though, and played it, and I'm like, I don't know, man, I don't really like this. I was like, man, Ultra Street Fighter 4 is like, just for me, is so much more fun. It had way much more content. And I had a whole mode that was like completely unexplored, and to this day it's still like unexplored, and nobody really plays it, which is the Omega mode, I think is what it's called. Where it's got all sorts of different changes to the characters and stuff. Like, that would be cool to like, for people to like actually dig their heels into that and like start holding like tournaments and lobbies for it. Like, I don't think that's really talked about enough, where it's like a whole different balancing to Street Fighter 4. It's almost a whole different game. I mean, not really, because it still has the same kind of mechanics and crap, but it's so much of it, so much changes to all the characters that it's like a whole nother cast, you know, to the game. Oh, well, when you're talking about the battle hubs in Street Fighter 6, I don't care for the whole avatar stuff. I do like, just the, like, arcade cabinet and being able to, like, if you want to, you can literally have 10, 20, 30 people in a lobby, all huddle around a couple arcade machines, you know, streaming it on YouTube and whatnot. Like, you can actually do that. I'm thankful for these collections having the lobby system at least, you know, have 9 people be able to be in there. Because unfortunately, like Street Fighter 30th Anniversary Collection, you can only have 4 people, and it's kind of a bummer because, you know, that's one of those popular, like Street Fighter 3rd Strike's a popular game. You could probably get like 10 people that will want to sit there in the lobby and play. And it'd be great if that lobby system had a way to where the people that were waiting to play, you know, or whoever the top player is, could play each other while they're waiting. So, like, DNF Duel has a good lobby system for that, you know. I haven't played Tekken 8, but Street Fighter 6, of course, the Battle Hub is really cool for that. Battle Hubs, like I said, you could have a whole freaking 60, 80-man squad pull up to that thing and take over all the arcade cabinets and whatnot, you know? You could legit run a tournament in Battle Hub if you wanted to. I'm pretty sure they kind of have, or that's how they might, you know, hold their online tournaments. It's in the Battle Hub. Oh yeah, I've watched Battle's video on that. I didn't know they had like a community actually played it. I don't know how like serious they are with it, but that's cool. You know that Ultra Street Fighter 4 not only has like the version select that Anniversary Edition has, and it has a huge cast, and then it also just has that mode, the Omega mode, where like just completely changes up so much. It's a pretty like stuffed package when it comes to just the actual fighting game of it, like the meats and bones. It's a huge package. Yeah, 4 players is very limited when you can compare that to having like 60, 80, or like 100 people on a freaking battle hub. I don't know how much the max is for battle hubs, but it's a huge difference, you know? Like 9 is probably the max amount of people you would want in a lobby where only like 2 people can play at one time. Like, you have to wait your turn to be able to play, so having to wait through that many people would be kind of like having to wait through 20 people till you can have a turn would be too much, you know? Alright, Big Sly, I think it's gonna have to be the last game of the night. It's about that time to wrap it up. Yeah, I definitely think that's the route to go for like any fighting game or something, like a battle hub. You don't have to like go nuts with the avatar or whatever. Maybe you can just make them be your favorite character and their color. Like I'd be Felicia with my color I pick, you know. But like have it to where you can like run something like this, but also have it to where people can also play on machines, you know, like can fight each other while they're waiting. Make it to where it's easy to hold a tournament completely inside that. Which we are working our way up to Street Fighter 6 on the Saturday night street fights. Eventually we're gonna play some Street Fighter 5 and 6 on there. Again, does Street Fighter 5 have a... I think they got like a lobby system like similar to something like this, if I'm not mistaken. CMP, I do not know the answer to that question. I mean, I don't know if there's multiple ROMs of Vampire. I mean, back in the day, they would have a couple of updates that they would do to the ROMs. I'm just saying, I know the version that's on my Big Blue Street Fighter 2 arcade one up. I can't beat the arcade mode. I can't get past after like a couple of rounds, you know. And the same thing with the version of Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo that's on that cabinet. It's the English ROM that has like the broken difficulty, the bug difficulty thing, where even if it's on the easiest difficulty, after like the first round, it's almost impossible to like beat the arcade mode without cheesing it. Like, I legit tried to beat Vampire Darkstalkers 1 while waiting for anybody to join in on the online match, because I was trying to host something like this in the early days when I first got the arcade one up, and before I had a channel and everything. I tried to host a little Reddit thing, a little tournament, like nobody came to it, or nobody, you know, joined in the lobby, because it was pretty much a dead on arrival game, dead on arrival lobby system they had there for the Darkstalker games. But while I was waiting, I literally waited for like 2-3 hours, and I was just trying to beat the arcade mode, and I could not. Yeah, like, if Street Fighter 5 didn't have like the whole advertising of the costumes and the tournaments and stuff coming up like right before you're about to start the match, like in between like the transition from the character select screen and the loading screen, that is like the loading screen. It's just like those little things like that really just completely take me out of the game and reminds me like they're really like shoving this monetization in front of my face. Like, I like the vibe of the game once you get into the character select screen and as the gameplay, you know, matches happen. But like the main menu of it's a little, I don't know, I don't like the way it looks, like the main menu. It's a little too convoluted looking, a little hard to find your stuff. But at the same time, Street Fighter 6 has a lot of settings and stuff in it, where at first it was really hard to figure out, like, when I was queued up for ranked, I'm like, well, how do I freaking change my character? Like, I don't want to play Luke in modern. Like, how do I change? I thought I changed, like, I push start and I changed my controls. I'm like, okay, I'm set, and I'll go back in the rank queue, and I go to play a match, and it's modern Luke again. I'm like, oh, I thought I changed all that. And apparently you got to, you know, go into the character selecting for online play and change it there. And that's where you change your controls and your costume colors and stuff. And yeah, Street Fighter 6 could definitely work on their menu system, their UI. Alright guys, well that is going to be it for tonight. I just want to say thank you to Big Slow, Dave, Cyber Sub-Zero, Mr. Splendid Justice that jumped in, I Am Chung, anybody that came out tonight, I really appreciate it. As always, you're a beast to go up against. Okay. Okay. Well. Well, with that, it's DevilCat signing out. Peace.